Welcome. This is Melinda Barlow, CZT, Certified Zen Tangle Teacher, and today we are going to work in our Zen Tangle, our Tangle a Day calendar. Plus, I am working in my little book that I have that is my goodness. Can't turn the pages today. Well, I was going to show you the cover. There it is. Tangle, Relax, and Ponder. And we're working on the page, Don't Wait for People to Be Friendly, Show Them How. And I love the tangle that I put on this to kind of get you started. This is by Tomas Padros, and it is adorable. It's called Emoball, and it's like little emojis, and I'm going to show you how on this, and then we're going to go on to the calendar 16, 17, and 18, because that's what we do. So I'm just going to show you, I started coloring the friendly, and I just use a Prisma color pencil, and then I'm going to shade it or blend it with a little odorless paint thinner, and I use Mona Lisa odorless paint thinner. This is the paint thinner that I use, and it still has just a little bit of an odor to it, I think, but it's pretty much odorless. And I just colored in, and then I dip my shading stump in the paint thinner and then blend it out. And I like to just have that little light and dark, sort of like the graphite, but it doesn't smear, and it's kind of more permanent. So I'm just blending it out with my shading stump, and you notice I don't have to re-dip every time. I can just keep blending. There's usually quite a bit of odorless paint thinner on there. Looks like I'm going to have to dip again, just because I can kind of tell when it starts to get hard to blend, then I put it on. Somebody said they didn't like the sound of my shading stump rubbing on the paper. Yeah, we all have our own little quirks of things we don't like the sound of. You know, like your fingers running down a chalkboard, and I apologize, but that's just the way it is. And so you can see, I left these in this book uncolored on some of them just for a reason, so that you could tangle in them. Let me come a little closer so you can see. I just did a little pink, and I might go back and put a little pink in there, because you can still go back in and add a little. I love pink and gray, and I'm just going to add a little pink in here, and then blend it also. And then I will probably come back in and add a tangle in there eventually. At this point, I'm not going to do that because I just don't have time right now. We're going to go on to these little Emoballs. E-M-O-B-A-L-L. And they are just absolutely adorable. So let me pick up my 01 pen, and we're going to start with the one that kind of has a heart-shaped little mouth. And so I'm just going to show you. I can just draw a little heart like that. Let me come in even a little closer so you can see this. And then I'm going to color in my little heart. And then I'm going to outline part way down around the heart. Now I'm just going to draw a circle around it. And it doesn't have to be, I mean, you don't have to be a perfect circle. You can see many of mine aren't. And you can see we've got different little expressions in our Emoballs, and we will work on those. But you can just add these. And I find it much easier. You can like draw your circle and then do your little face, but I find it much, much easier if I draw my my little whatever I want my little face or expression to be. Say I'm going to do a little teardrop shape. I believe that's upside down, so for a teardrop. And then I'm going to just aura part way around it, and then draw my shape around it. And then I guess if I'm going to do that one, I should do actually a teardrop and around it, and then draw my shape. And then we have I would call it kind of a, not really a jelly bean, just a line that's thicker. And then we are going to go ahead and put our aura part way around it. And then draw our shape. So you can see how fun it will be to do in the book. And they give you lots of ideas you can look at and see the different shapes. But we're going to move into our calendar, and we're going to do them on the calendar. And this these next 3 days, our little saying is, take a leap of faith and begin this new year by believing. So we're but going to just believe that everybody has an emotion, and especially this last little while, and so we are just going to go with that emotion. And so I'm just going to start, since we did, let's do a little jelly bean shape. It's kind of a little bean shape. Mine kind of looks like a heart. Oh, I better come back in a little on it so you can see. Mine doesn't look too much like a jelly bean, but it's not really a heart either. And we're just going to draw these. Oh, and how about one that runs this direction? Sometimes I have a hard time making them very small. And cap it. And draw a circle around it. You can see how much fun this is. And let's do what my husband says the only thing he knows how to draw is a bird. And that's his bird shape. And then we're going to aura. And you can see I do a little bit of a hollybaw effect going underneath them. So let's just go ahead and do, come back to the beginning. We're going to do the heart shape. And I'm sure that you could think up lots of shapes that you could do on your own. And you can make your little balls around them, you know, different shapes. And then I kind of like to turn my my book. We'll do the little droplet, which is probably an upside down droplet, but and now we'll do the one going that actually is a raindrop, and just aura around, and then draw your circle. Now if you want these to be close, you can, look, I can draw my circle so it's kind of underneath, and then I can put my shape. We'll just do that line, and then I can do my aura around it. It has a little different look for me when I do it that direction, but you can. Of course, I love the heart ones. Oh, and I forgot, you know, a real basic shape. I about forgot that there's a basic shape. Just a circle. Just a round circle. And then aura it. And go around it. I don't think that that one's as cute as some of these that have a little bit of, you know, twist to them. But we just, you know, want to, and we can do some that come out from the bottom. And we're just going to fill up this whole next 3 days with as many of these little different emojis as you can think of. And Emoballs. And you could even do, because Tomas did some that we're going to give it a heart shape. And then give it our little and just give it some outlines to go on it. And I just auraed that shape, but you know, you're just really limited to your imagination. And sometimes when I've got the little spaces in between, I might come back and color that in black, and I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to just come in here with my PN pen. I believe I picked up a navy blue in a black. I'll just cover over the top. But those spaces in between, it's just kind of fun to come in here and blacken those in. Before we do any shading. And I'm just going to keep going. But I really should show you just a little bit of shading. And I'm just going to use my graphite pencil and do a little shading. And I'm just going to just do a little shading on maybe one side of this circle that I've done. And I'm going to find me a shading stump. And just shade those a little bit, and that really gives them an expression. And you can come back in and, and give them, a few little, just a few little dots on them. But oh, they are so much fun to do, either in your Tangle a Day calendar or in your Tangle Relax and Ponder that you can get on my website. But isn't that just fun to do? And they're called Emoballs by Tomas Padros, and he just never ceases. He did this one quite a while ago, but I still never cease to love this. It just makes me smile. And thanks again for watching. I will keep going on this, and maybe come back and add it to the end of the video so you can see it all filled in. We'll see. And there we have the 16th. I will, and I know I will probably keep drawing on the 17th and 18th, these little darling little guys. But thanks again for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. New videos every 3 days this year. So that's a big undertaking, but I think we're up to it. We are going to have fun in the Tangle a Day calendar, and just enjoy. You can, and you can get the little sayings. They're not in the book. You can get them on my website. And I have them for the whole month of January. And I've just cut them apart and glued them in the book so that you can see them. So they're just cut out and glued in with just a little glue stick. But I will have them for every single month. And during the month of January, the January ones are free. So don't forget to download yours right away. Thanks again, and have a great day.